blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
My spidey senses activate as soon as her presence is felt. Her aromatic essence enters my nose and suffocates the negative energy that lives in me rent free with a thick cloud of fuck it. With every inhale, there is a renewal in my spirit. And as I exhale, she releases the stress of the day as if she mentally gives me a massage. MJ, my MJ. She sits on the couch and listens to me in effort to release the venom that plagues my mind and creates carnage in my life. She reminds me that I am the hero of my universe and pushes me to escape a web of desire and swing back into action. And for that, I love her. For her, I would travel 1,000 miles, more or less, just to have her temporarily trapped in my chest, close to the heart, never far from home. I'm more than just in love with MJ. She has become a craving. I wake up to her kiss to start my day. I bring her around my family without hiding of fear of judgment. I love MJ. My aunt may spend time with her in another room having girl talk while I have a drink. My uncle been ready for me to sit and sip and explain the incredible feeling received from her aura that is her. What can I say? I totally understand Mr. Rick when he said he's in love with Mary Jane. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Paul Cram, the poet, proof a woman can raise a man, and I want to welcome you to the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. Tonight we have, you know what? I can go through a whole lot of stuff about introducing her, but y'all really don't understand. Like me and this poet here, then grown into a different type of friendship relationship. I get on her nerves. I really do. I get on her nerves, and it's okay to me. I love it. But she gonna come on here. She gonna blaze this stage. I was supposed to read. No, take that back. I'm not gonna read shit. I'm just gonna bring her up here, and I'm gonna let none other than one of the most amazing artists on the planet, Yoshi, let y'all know what it is. What's good with it, Yoshi?
Hi.
What's up? So, let the people know, like, introduce yourself, and then let's get to talking a little bit before you blaze this stage.
Hi, I'm Yoshi.
I knew she was gonna do that shit. I knew she was gonna do that shit. Let's see. I get on her nerve, but she don't understand that she finds nerves that I reserve for the little crotch goblins, and she step on them. Like she finds those nerves, and I don't understand why she do that. I got nervous.
See? Yo, you taught all that junk, yo.
I ain't scared though. I'm still grown. Numbers. I'm still grown. All right, so Yoshi, why don't you tell everybody, man, where'd you get your start?
Clubhouse. I randomly fell in a room and kind of got stuck in the poetry world. I mean, you want me to go further back? See, when a man loves a woman, things happen.
Oh, well, they created a poem. That's what happened. That's what you're saying.
We'll go with that. Something like that.
All right, bet. All right, so you've been killing stages since 2022, and like you've left your mark winning slam competitions and things of that nature. I want to know, what is it like Like when you won your first slam, what did that feel like?
It felt surreal. It was actually my first slam that I participated in, and I won it. Against like some great poets here in the Birmingham area. So it was. I knew you were gonna bring that out somewhere. But yeah, no, it was definitely surreal. One of the poets that I beat out, he had been winning slams like all over the country, so that it felt good. It was different. It was different.
I participated in two slams. I didn't win either one of them. Um, one of them was with Wayne Henry, and I got second place in that. So I felt accomplished in it. So I can only imagine what it was like to win a slam, not only a slam, but your first slam. So big ups to that. So, would you?
Oh god.
I'm just saying, based on your extensive knowledge of the art, what advice would you give to an up and coming artist who is ready to get on stage?
Practice, and while you want to take people's opinions, don't pay attention to people's opinions. Because this is one of those fickle things that like poetry has to be. It has to be about you or what you're in depth with. So just because one person doesn't like it doesn't mean that it's not good. But at the same time, take heed to the people who actually care about you. And they're like, yeah, fam, you might need to work on that a little bit more before you just like have a big head and just like, oh, I'm just gonna go hit all the stages anyway.
Yeah, just there's a lot of that going around. It's a lot of. I feel like, man, especially with artists who are considered vets or seasoned, like once like you can still learn something. Like you can learn something. There's still somebody out there that can teach you something. Would you consider mentoring an artist that's up and coming?
No, because I'm still new. Um, I mean, I'll give feedback as necessary, but I definitely don't feel like I'm ready to mentor somebody completely. Like I said, I'll definitely give feedback or listen and try, but I'm not ready to mentor anybody. Maybe some kids. I did do a summer program where I did a youth class. It was actually pretty fun.
That sounds like that. I want to do that. Like I want to do that. I don't. Like I said, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm still learning new stuff. But it's like I feel like with children, I may be able to, but it depends on the kids too. Because I know me, and it's like it'll be like, man, where your mom and dad at, bro? It's time for me to come get you. Like this is a little bit too much that I didn't bite. I didn't want all of this. I didn't want to deal with all of this. You talk reckless. I can't whoop you. So you gotta go. I gotta send you somewhere about your business.
Well, I
But
mean, if they are participating in something like that, generally it shouldn't be too bad.
I can't call them crush gobs. I could call them the strongest swimmers. I could watch if they not cross goblins, they the strongest swimmers. If
Strongest or
they,
fastest? Is there a difference?
between what?
Never mind.
Mm. You know what? Fastest, strongest. You're the one that made it.
Yes.
Logan says successful salmon. Oh, I didn't think it can get bad. I didn't think it could get that bad. That
You
was
know,
awful. That
I
was awful.
mean, it
But I
can
love
definitely
it.
get worse. I feel like crotch goblins is probably the safest thing that could have come the chosen ones.
Yeah, and semen demons. I like that one too. I like semen demons. I think semen demon, but that can go so many ways.
That's worse. That's definitely worse.
Yeah,
Michael Phelps
Michael Phelps was good. But no, Anastasia, we talking about churn. They come from. You know what? We got to discuss the birds and bees with you. We that's all right. We got you. We got you.
Exactly, Sarah. That's definitely crumb snatchers. Yep, I've heard crumb snatchers.
Right. Well, it's 7:10, and I am just like it.
Oh, Mario. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I love it.
it's too
All
early for
right.
these shenanigans.
Never. If you go shenan, we go shenan again. I
I'm
heard
saying
it
that in part.
somewhere, and it
That's
was
what I'm
funny when
saying.
I heard it. Well, we are at the part of the show where we are trying to listen to the reason why everybody showed up, and that is for you. So the stage is yours.
Okay, so I promised I was gonna do all of my shortest pieces, to hit that nerve again. So it's 17. You know where you're spurting. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start off with my new intro piece, or new adjacent anyway. She's a versifier, bars forged in heat. I guess you could say it was a verse of fire. Words so hot make you melt. She's a liquefier. She uses ink to bring the smoke, something like a humidifier. Her pen attracts the masses, so maybe she's a magnifier. She just wants to grow her green, so she planted a mustard seed, but some people don't have faith, so they yelled out, crucify her. But she don't look like what she's been through, so now she's a testifier. Her work speaks loudly like it's connected to the amplifier. She deserves to be here. Don't need a justifier, but you can ask about her. And when they hear the dragon spit, they be like, Yoshi, fire. So that's that. I think I'm supposed to do 3. So I am going to do some of the current fan favorites that people always ask for. My other name piece. Put some respect on my name. I told you I wasn't a poet. Told you not to come for me, yet here we are. Me having to remind you why they really put baby in the corner. My name is Yoshi the Dragon. Organic flamethrower, word assassin by trade, stage arsonist by choice. But if you just need something else to call me, you can call me master. How I have you enslaved with these lyrical lacerations of love, life, and laughter. No, I'm not a sensei, but you can call me Shifu. Black belt serving up melodies like the panda did kung fu. And you can call me Mrs. Officer. Got you locked up, brain bar down behind bars, getting worked out by these metaphors. Get your weight up. Don't get boggled trying to play word games because my wordplay isn't for the weak-minded. I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you that these similes are similar to an abomination like C4 over Baghdad. Pin clicks like pin pools, napalms like no trees, weapons of mass destruction in the wrong hands except with sniper pinpoint accuracy. No casualties, but one cadaver if you don't stop coming for me. See, I'm your favorite Blaze instigator, special agent. Fuck around and find out, reporting for duty. I intercept minds, planting seeds of vivid imagery, provoke thoughts of seductive soliloquy. A hobo sapien formulating connotations of amusing, housed in your thoughts, living rent free. Be careful. I may have you call me baby girl subconsciously, but that's a conversation for another day. So until then, it's ma'am, yes, ma'am, when you're talking to me. Put some respect on my name. I told you I was a dragon, so we don't even have to talk about the flames. Use these ashes on my fingertips like face paint, drawing out my battle lines like hieroglyphics because the message is written all over my face. I'm not a poet. I'm just me, humbly and respectfully. But if I do ever decide to become one, these words won't hit the same. Just wait and see. Okay. This is not necessarily a crowd favorite, but it's one of my favorites that I wrote recently. It was prompted by Immortal. These hands hold stories untold but passed down through generations, mimicking lessons never taught but mastered by practice. Every scar, a souvenir. They say you can read your future in the lines in the palms of your hand, but mine are scribed in a language that I can't comprehend. In these hands lies the weight of the world when my shoulders get too weak to bear it. This little nine of mine, engraved with the insignia indicating that this is the one that I decided would take all my pain away. So on it, I wrote my name, anticipating a time when I'd be ready to chamber it within 9 millimeters of my life, but that day never came. In these hands is magic. These fingers, essence bending so effortlessly, dancing in unison, like throwing sign language for gang signs when a repio set is needed. I remember when these hands made life decisions with a rock, paper, scissors gamble, made mud pies from the same dirt they climbed out of, crafted meals so good that slapping your mama was almost acceptable. The power of creation, shape-shifting intentions into physical manifestations, responsibility keen in the ability to incite wars or unified nations. In these hands are the making of a god with the anxiety of a mortal, with the piece of the inferno lodged in his heart like scrap metal after the explosion it took to free himself from that last ring. These hands hold healing, mantras massaged into muscles, unblocking chakras from root to crown, anticipated by the surge of shockwaves emitted from your skin when you feel these hands, providing protection, placating erased emotions by promising peace. These hands ready to fulfill obligations made that I'll always be here for you, even when the muscle memory fades away. And okay, last one. This is a favorite in one of my who we smacking. One of my favorites. It actually has a title called History. I'm trying to rewrite history because his story doesn't include me, and her story is only told with semi-accuracy when they talk about Eve. Let him tell it. All women are Eve, ill, sick, twisted, demented, and only good for making a black snake moan. Masterminding the demise of all men, but the last time I checked, you couldn't come into this world without me yet. In this version, I'm nothing more than a receptacle where your unwanted offspring added reverence to the name semen. You wanted to say, fuck my words when I said that you had a friend in me and play games, so I guess this is just a Toy Story. I'm trying to rewrite history because his story doesn't include me, my little brown stone of mystery unsolved like a first 48 cold case hidden in plain sight, trying to erase my existence on paper, torn down in the name of gentrification. See, every lie has a foundation in the truth until it's a skyscraper full of stories that even the New York skyline would be envious of. Truths redacted like the 13th floor. Nothing but ghost stories. Haunted by thoughts of insignificance, leading to urges of self-genocide because the muse never gets credit for the ideas she inspires. Well, since this is a man's world, fuck it. I'm taking my girls and we're going back to Venus because you act like you don't need us. See, we are woe man to give you pause like a comma for you unable to handle the period. Think about it like this. If it's the blood that will save you and I have a monthly offering, but you have to come to me to receive your miracle and gain your wings, does that make me your savior? Selflessly bearing the pain for your pleasure so that we can be fruitful and multiply. I'm trying to rewrite history because his story doesn't include me, but I am the story. I don't need you to mansplain my emotions, try to put me in my place. You want another story to tell? Well, here's one. It was Mother Nature that caused your man-made levees to break. See, my emotions beat your strength like paper on rock, but when we cut all of the bullshit away, you are strong enough to tell my story anyway. And that's that piece. And so, yeah, that's it for now. I will be back in a bit. I'll be back in a second. Why would I be weird?
Hey, you the one told me to find the motherfucking sound because you was.
I didn't tell you to find the sound. I just said you didn't even do what I said with the sound.
I didn't.
No,
I played
it. Like here's Yoshi claps. See, that
yeah. You was gonna have to talk a little bit. Like you was gonna have.
Was before I came. Yeah, see, you messed up the whole flow.
Man, everybody, Yoshi the Dragon Man came up here and tore that stage up in the first half. Right now, we're getting ready to go to these sponsors really quick and also to our spotlight music artists. But first things first, where is it? Zion Imaging. Let's go.
Let's go. go on a journey together with Zion Imaging. I want you to see this experience up close. And me as a wedding and event DJ, I watched how everybody had so much fun with Zion Imaging. And a big reason for their success is the team. Yes, Jaron Thomas and his family started this off as a passion project, and they have one simple goal in mind: taking your event to the next level. Whether it's a wedding, reunion, quinceañera, school, or corporate event, Zion Imaging is all about family-friendly fun. And I gotta show you on this tour the high-level technology that quickly sends your video session to your phone, whether it's iPhone or Android. Yes, it's the Zion Imaging 360 spin booth experience, serving North Texas, North Louisiana, South Arkansas, Orlando, and more. Give us a call, 318-469-4265. Check us out on Facebook or book us at Zion Imaging, XYANimaging.com.
All right. Right now we got sponsorship promotion from Poppy, representing Poppy's Poetry Corner, who you can see every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I got it right that time. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, man. Make sure you tune in to one of the hottest podcasts around, Poppy's Poetry Corner, hosted by Keynotes herself.
Oh yeah, we got the natural way to scrub and make your body feel good. Yo, and we got the men's line. You know I be tapping in. Teas for your body and for your soul. Ooh, we in there. And ladies, we got the flavors you savor. Let's go. All natural, everything. Tap, tap, tap in.
All right. So for tonight, man, musical guest, we have Ashira. Hey, listen, I listened to this track earlier today, man, and this woman here is dope. I feel like the music industry needs this sound back, man. She's like a real good blend of some neo soul artists. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Here is Ashira with Ain't Got Time.
The beginning and no end, and middle ground tells me we're moving. Trust in the universe, you say. Don't you let nothing stand in the way. We're winning. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing. Crisscross and mismatched shoes. Wrong path, now what to do? We're cruising. Lampshade against moonlight, offset the dark from night. We're gleaming. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing. Prude clicks and passers by can't dream life beyond the skies. They're losing. Soft lips behind the lies, hate resting in their eyes. They're scheming. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing. ba da dee, ba da da ba do ba. Hey, hear me gay, ba da da, ocean. Sweet dee dee dee, ba da ba do ba. Yeah, hear me gay, ba da da, ocean.
That is Ashira with Ain't Got Time. And if you are an independent artist, spoken word artist, poet, comedian, and you're looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you are a fan of great music, you can also register as an unlimited fan at blastmusic247.com, and that is also free. Blast, we are constantly changing the industry, one artist at a time. How you felt about that track there, Yoshi?
I actually enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it again.
Yeah, she dope. She dope, man. I'm hopefully I'm in talks with a couple of people. I'm trying to get in touch with her and see if we can do like some type of collab. I think it'll be pretty dope. So
I like that idea.
just hope for it. Okay, so back to you, Miss Yoshi, ma'am. Back to um. All right, small town girl with big dreams. So, is there a? And I asked all my guests this, and I just want to know: is there a stage that you just that your bucket list? Like, I want to perform on this stage. This is my dream stage. And my next part of that question is, if you could collab with anybody, whether they're here or have passed, who would it be?
So no, I don't have necessarily a stage in mind. Maybe the people on the stage with me, but because I don't, there's no stage that's too big or too small. So no, I don't have stage in mind. As far as collabs go, I have a collab piece with her, and we performed it on Clubhouse. But I hopefully we begin to perform with her on stage soon. Rare Epiphany, one of my favorites of all time.
Oh, shout out Rare
Yeah.
Epiphany, eighth wonder of the world.
So, yeah. I'd love to do one with Ebony the Goddess. I
That'd
don't
be
think I've
dope.
ever said it out loud, or I don't know if she knows that, but she should know now. I don't know. Like it's one of those things where like I will collab with almost anybody if we can find a common ground. Because you just never know what'll come out of it. It may just be a good time, just inspiring something better, or the piece itself might actually be good. So
That's what's up, man. That is what's up. So, what poetic goals do you have as far as like how far do you want poetry to take you?
I'd love for it to be a stream of income to where, well, let me back up. It's already taking me places. I've traveled to several different states now so far, getting to see new people or see new people in person that I've met in this journey so far. I just want to keep doing that. So I want it to take me international. So that's the next goal, is like find somewhere to be that's not in the United States. Yeah, and then if hopefully it's paid for by whoever booked me, be even better. But either way, I'm gonna be there. Have time, will travel.
So, what was it like meeting Paul Cram? Like, you met Paul Cram recently, at a very cool spot called the Circle. Shout out to the Circle. We enjoyed a hilarious experience. We'll say that. But-
It was definitely underrated. I can tell you that.
You get on my fucking nerves. I hope you get diarrhea.
People asking my opinion, and then it was very underrated. I feel like he didn't perform very well. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was fun. Hilarious moments aside, it was good seeing you actually getting to meet you in person. I told you in person, I was like, I thought you were taller.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
You got a big person energy, but like in a little person body.
Okay, so let's get this corrected. I'm not a little person by far. I need everyone to understand that.
You're my height, so you are a smaller man, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm shorter than the average guy, but I got big person energy because I'm a big fucking dude. I'm 220. Damn it, I got size. I'm not no little man. I'm just short.
That's my experience, so that's what I was expecting to have to look up, and then I didn't have to look up. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And then I
didn't have to hurt my neck.
I see Aziz laughing. That's because he's 7'6", so he finds this funny. Bet that up, bro.
I mean, it's like because it's just kind of like I mean, I know you weren't gonna be like Denario height, but like I was expecting to like have to look up.
I think Denario. I think he can like shake hands with God. Like that man is just tall.
Yes, he is. Yes,
and
yes.
Ty is tall.
And I think Denario still got him beat by like an inch at least.
You grown little man. Oh, that's what you own, Songbird.
I had to make sure I didn't look down at the commentary as I was spitting because like I saw something. I was like, wait, focus, stay focused. Like,
boy, you see how they do the crown, man. That's what's up.
I mean, again, I tell y'all, don't ask me questions if you don't want my honest opinion.
Oh no, that's the reason why I asked questions. So that was gonna be so petty and so messy, and I'm not inebriated enough to do it. But I was gonna ask you questions about fan favorites and who you don't like, but we gonna leave it with.
Who I don't like people who write poems and then act like what's in the poem is real life for them. I mean, it's one thing to like write an imaginative poem and everybody knows that it's fake. but like people who swear by like this fantasy that they're this thing, and again, it's fine if you're writing a fake piece and everybody knows, oh yeah, this is fake, but then trying to put on this persona and to be this thing that you're not, it's weird for me because it comes off as fake. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It makes a lot of sense, and you see a lot of it, but it's at the same time, it's like.
Right, because again, it makes it even more unrelatable. Like I said, because if it's not you in the piece, or
that shit is totally understandable.
If it's not you in the piece, like even like especially like when people perform, and then like I've been learning like to discern between like performance pieces and like written pieces. There's some things that like. You got to memorize. You wrote the heck out of this piece, but if you haven't internalized it or if it's not genuine, that performance is gonna be trash. So
I've been learning that like I've spit pieces that I felt like I did a really good job on, and I had people around me telling me, "Hey, you did great," and then I had people who was really be like, "Hey, look, Park Brown, let me teach you something." Walking Erotica, Jay Simone, like those two. I already look at them like, upper echelon of not just poets, but people, period. Like they kind of restore my faith in humanity type shit, but it's never a coddling situation. It's never a hold your hand and baby you, it's the piece was good, but you could have did this better.
Right.
Like, and I haven't really had a whole lot of that, so it's like, I'm glad for it. I'm thankful for it. And now I can actually see when I hear other things, I'm like, oh, I get what they're saying. Go back and listen to myself and be like, I get it now. Another Sarah, a mystic to everybody else, she's another one. Like, and she don't hold no fucking punches. Like she don't care how she come out. She just let me know what it is. So I totally understand what you're getting at about like the performances and things like that. So what percentage of like when it comes down to performing, what percentage of performing versus written that you feel like is necessary for a performing artist?
I don't have an answer. I mean, well, I guess you technically answered that yourself. So if you were trying to be a performing artist, I feel like you want more of your pieces to be performative. But I'm pretty sure everybody has that folder of things that's like incomplete or they're unsure of. And so I kind of came in at a weird spot where like I started performing almost immediately. So when I got ready to do the book, I was like, how do I discern the difference between the pieces? Because I mean, some of the pieces in the book are some of my performance pieces, but for me, it was hard trying to make sure that it read on paper how I wanted it to read, because if I'm performing it, I can give you all the emotion, I can give you the pauses, I can give you what I want you to have, but I can't make you read a pause. So making sure that when I'm trying to differentiate, that I'm more conscious about how it's on the paper. And I'm still haven't figured that out yet. So I'm kind of the point where like, if it's going in the book, I'm just gonna put it in the book. You'll figure it out, or come find me so I can read to you. I don't know. But to answer your question about the percentage, I don't know. I feel like maybe like a 60-40 thing.
60% performance, 40% written.
Yes, if you're trying to be if you want this to be your life, like, I mean, you have to have something to pull from. And I say 60%, but then I met a poet a couple months ago, and he was saying that would you rather have like 7 really good pieces that you had like memorized and you're ready to go, or have like 30 trash pieces and you're trying to perform these pieces?
I think I'd rather have 7 dope pieces.
Right. And so like with that mindset, I take that back. So with that mindset, you want to have like 10 performance pieces and 10% performance pieces, and then 90 of the things that you write and keeping your inspiration going, keeping your pen moving. But like, yeah, pieces with music in it. Yeah, because like there's some pieces that like I perform, I'll do a song or something before it that I didn't put that in the book because like it's not my song. It's just adding emphasis to the performance. But yeah, I don't know. That's something I don't know. I feel like that's probably like a rare question. I feel like she probably has a really good balance of like performance pieces and paper pieces.
You know what? I don't think it's just a rare question. Because
she would give you a really good answer though.
It'll still be her answer. You a dope ass performer, so that's why I was asking about it. How important is memorization?
Very important. So for me, I have to even if I'm reading a piece, I have to have a good portion of it memorized, because trying to read and emote doesn't work out so well sometimes. So then I stutter through pieces. So even if you see me reading a piece out of the book, I still have most of it memorized, because so I can focus on what I'm doing, because I can't multitask and read apparently. I sound like I'm a second grader trying to read when I don't know what I'm reading.
I honestly, that's one of the things that I want to perfect as far as memorization. It's just, and I don't know why I'm all of a sudden finding it hard to do. Like, it was easy for me back in the day. I literally had a little gray tape recorder. Huh?
You're getting old?
I don't know. Like, it might be, that might be part of it. I'm not sure. But but I used to like record and have like this little gray tape recorder with a little bit ass tape, some headphones, and I used to just walk around and listen to it. Like, that's what I used to do. And y'all gonna get off my back.
I mean, but again, that's one of those things where like if you're intentionally trying to keep the memory muscle going, the more you work on memorizing things, the easier it'll be to memorize things. So like if you stop doing it, stop performing for a while, it's just like I would say like riding a bike. It's one of those things, if you don't do it, you lose it or whatever. So the more you get into memorizing pieces, the easier it is to memorize them. So if I think that it's going to be a piece for sure that I'm probably going to perform, or I have an idea that I want to perform it, I kind of start memorizing while I'm writing it. It's probably not a good thing, but I also don't go back and do a lot of edits anyway, unless there's something that's just super bad. I forgot what I was saying. Thanks, Songbird. But yeah.
Man, that girl that that's one person who don't give a fuck what come out their mouth, bro. I swear to God. Damn, man. Well, let's go ahead and get ready for this second half of Yoshi the Dragon burning up the stage. So, what's that?
It's my book.
Oh, let's talk about it before we get to spitting. Before you get to spitting.
Yeah. So, here's my book. You can find it on YoshiTheDragon.com, or when you see me in person. Book. Okay.
All right, the stage is yours.
Okay. So now, everybody who knows me, a lot of people know me as an erotic poet, or an erotic spoken word artist. So now you get Godiva. What's the name of the book? The book, back to this. Thanks, Dar. Unleash Becoming the Dragon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the first in what I'm going to try to do as a 3-part series. And it's just kind of like the journey that I've been on in discovering poetry, and poetry helping me find myself again. So yeah, if you have other questions about the books, just hit me up. I'll do my social things later. Okay, so Godiva time. Is your beard growing in patches, so dry and brittle that no girl wants to touch it? Or are you having trouble growing one at all? No problem. We have just what you need. Try Nectar today. Bottle fresh at the source, our pineapple moisturizer and peach cream, specially formulated from all natural ingredients to stimulate growth in all the right places. Nectar, it's the bee's knees. For best results, daily application is recommended. Don't worry if you get some in your mouth. Nectar is all organic. As a matter of fact, eating, licking, drinking, and swallowing is not only acceptable, but encouraged for added benefits. Side effects may include increased sex drive, unwarranted attention, salivating, hearty erections, moaning, premature ejaculation, unplanned pregnancies, and death. A beard in need deserves nectar from between the knees. Find today at your local BBW, where thick thighs save lives and the juices are always sweeter. Okay. Like I was saying, for people that know me, I'm silly and goofy, so a lot of my erotic poetry has a little bit of my personality in it. It has to, because otherwise it's going to come off as weird. So yeah, so enjoy the awkwardness with me. He said he wanted me to quench his thirst. That's an understatement. I'm going to drench his being. Have him feeling like he's Aquaman playing with Ariel singing Under the Sea with a Jamaican accent, because I got him feeling the rhythm as I ride his face. Matter of fact, I'm going to drown like Rose did Jack, and the only wood being grabbed will be the headboard as I get more comfortable. I'll administer death's kiss with my lower lips, and now, I know I said that thick thighs save lives, but today that's a lie, because I'm going to send him to make introductions with his God. Resuscitate him because I am CPR certified. Tell him, welcome back, sweetheart, now. Get back to your job. My pussy's going to give him all 9 lives. Protect his spirit like I'm his familiar as he casts spells with the song over my clip, asking for deliverance. And I'll grant his wish, letting my healing water soak him and the sheets. And he'll hold into my thighs with a death grip for dear life, and as his soul intertwines with mine, they're going to try to pin me with a premeditated murder charge. Just remember, he asked for this. So when you really think about it, I'm the victim here because he made me an accomplice to his attempted suicide. Okay. I'm gonna do two more. Yes, definitely not guilty. I am not guilty. Your skin tastes like galaxies, like moons and stars perfectly aligned. I can taste the admiration of those gazing upon your melanin, a melatonin of sorts, putting minds at ease. Fluffier than night clouds, you taste like a dream. Almost cotton candy sweet, amusement at the tip of my tongue. Take me for a ride, it's adventure time, and I'm on a mission to find the source of your delectability. They say you are what you eat, so I guess it's safe to say that you taste like me. You've been dipping your chocolate liquor into this chocolate liqueur, and now you're intoxicated. Rewrote your DNA to react to me. I can think of 6 to 9 ways to recreate this recipe. Each tastes better than the last. And it doesn't really matter who came before me. I've licked every inch and replaced past experiences with muscle memories of me devouring you like it's the Last Supper. And now you're mine. Okay. Mario, this is for you. Can I pet that dog? I mean, can I pet your dog? If you say no, I'll be really sad because this wagging his tail like it's happy to see me. He could be my new best friend, and we could be like Lady and the Tramp, and I'll catch a stray, take you back to my dog house, and we can do it doggy style. And the way I fuck back, you'll think that I'm for the streets, but really, I just got that dog in me. See, I'm in heat. And I'll even get white girl nasty, let him tongue kiss my tonsils. I want you to bury your bones so deep within me that we'll be like cat dog because we'll look like one entity. You'll be so well trained that you'll bark when I say speak. And when it's time to play fetch, you'll know exactly which stick to bring me. Such a good boy. You'll come to and for me like my name is America. And when you finally get the rest, they'll say, damn shame what she did to that dog. At least we know all dogs go to heaven. Maybe that's why they're classified as canine, because they can't come more than 9 times. I mean, is that why everybody wants to be a cat? Okay, that's it. You're not getting anything else from me. Okay.
We still got time though, man. We still got 10 minutes, 12 minutes. And I know the people would love to hear Yoshi 2 more times.
Do I have to?
If it's up to me, I'm gonna say yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, this is your show, so it is kind of up to you.
Oh, so yeah.
Okay. I was about to ask you a question. You just gonna disappear like that? Dang. Okay.
Try to, give you the stage. This is your stage.
I was going to give you an option.
Okay.
To see which one you wanted to do. But you know what? I don't do this piece a lot, so I'm going to just do this one.
Bet that up.
Let me take your imagination to a new consciousness. Pull you into a world of my design where you are a king and I am a peasant turned concubine. No genie or Merlin's magic needed to fuel your infatuation with me as we find every nook and cranny of the castle for you to slay me with your sword or dove me at night on your round table. Or maybe I could be your Monica Lewinsky and we could be so scandalous as you give me your presidential decree. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. All the while I'm holding the codes to the weapons of mass destruction. You can call me Hussein as you use your special forces to dig me out. Or you could be Goldilocks and try all 3 holes to see which one your key fits in perfectly. This one too wet. That one too tight. Okay, never mind. I'll be Bermuda and you can get lost in my sea, trying to triangulate your trajectory in hopes of surviving the storm, but really, you're taking on too much water and the Jolly Roger can't stay afloat. They say that all good captains go down with their ship. I can be both muse and canvas to your Van Gogh as you retell the story of our connection under a starry night sky with every stroke of your brush. You can be Peter Pan to my Tinkerbell and get high off my pixie dust, and I won't even get mad if you bring Wendy along and she can babysit your kids. Or better yet, I'll be that squirrel trying to catch nut sans the D, and you can be that underwater sponge always ready to bob in and out of cheeks. Or my favorite, I'll be Little Red Riding Hood, and you can have a fatal attraction with the wolf as you eat me out. And this can be our version of Beauty and the Beast, and anything is possible if you just believe, because you can be the Jasmine to my Aladdin, and I'll show you a whole new world every time you play with me. Okay, bye.
That kills me every time. That okay, bye get me every time, bro. Oh man. I certainly enjoyed you being here. Thank you so much. I had to beg, but fuck, thank you for coming through and doing exactly what Yoshi do.
You're welcome.
So I understand that we got the website scrolling across, but please tell everybody where they can follow your pen.
Godiva the Dragon on Facebook, because Facebook is a hater and it doesn't want me to use Yoshi the Dragon. So Godiva the Dragon on Facebook. Yoshi519 on Instagram. The artist known as Yoshi on TikTok. Sounds right. This is what I did. Yes. So if you go to YoshiTheDragon.com, there's a calendar of events on there. Shout out to Ebony the Goddess for doing the website. Hit her up if y'all need a website done. I'm just saying, she's dope. She's fast. She's amazing at it. Cash App if you want to like bless a poet. I'll be a poet tonight if y'all blessing me. Cash App MRS Yoshi. Yeah. Oh, and tonight's sponsored by my business. Nice. Natasha Inspired Crafts and Events. Okay, that's it. I think.
All right, that's the Cash App right there. If y'all want to bless Yoshi tonight for coming through and blazing that stage, man. So one more time, Yoshi, I want to thank you for coming through the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. Thank you for all your help behind the scenes. Yoshi's been helping me with flyers, trying to teach me Canva, and we got something else going. We ain't going.
By the way,
huh?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. But it got some things in the works, man. We'll let y'all know, later on. But just know that it's gonna be. We got something special, bro. You have any other final goodbyes you want to say? Anybody? Thank you. Anything like that?
Thank you to my mom for having me. Because without her, he wouldn't have existed.
I never heard anybody say thank you for throwing that ass, mama.
That's not what I said.
That's basically what you said. That's basically what you said.
What? I don't know how they did it. I just know one day I was here.
For liking my daddy enough to tell him he ain't gotta pull out. Thank you. Like that's what you.
I don't even think that's how it went down. I think it was an accident, but I don't know. I gotta collaborate that story with her to be sure. Accidents happen. She'll send the bill.
Man.
But no, thank you to everybody who came through tonight. Those watching the replays. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting me, especially my travel partners, road dogs, air dogs, because technically we flew the last trip. Yeah, I'll be on Poppy's Poetry Corner Wednesday as well. Catch you there, and then I think my next in person, if my memory serves me correctly, will be Sensual Saturdays with Jason Moan and Walking Erotica on May 31st. So, yay! That's it.
All right. So I want to thank everybody for coming through once again to the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. Without y'all, there would be no me. I say it every week, and I mean it every time. And I love y'all to death, man. Thank y'all so much. And to the poets out there, man, if you got something to say, don't sit on that shit. Speak on it. We out.